12 divided by 6, which gives 2, and which is now a half. These two fractions, 6 out of 12 and 1 out of 12, have the same value. In the same way, a third is the same as 1 times 4 as numerator and 3 times 4 as the denominator, which gives us 4 out of 12. So these two fractions, a third and 4/12, or 1 out of 3 and 4 out of 12, have the same value. Let's look at direct proportion in everyday life. I'll take you to the kitchen. Every time your mom, your sister, your auntie is in the kitchen, or you yourself preparing, let's look at how to prepare a rice meal. On the screen you can see a glass full of rice and a lady in the kitchen. And then we have 2 glassfuls of water, which is to say this lady is going to use 2 glasses of water for 1 glass of rice. So when she's preparing, those are the proportions she's going to use to prepare her rice meal. Did you know that you also do the same at home there? But maybe you use cups, you don't use glasses. Let's see. Supposing there were 2 glassfuls of rice, what would happen? So 2 glassfuls of rice means we have now 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, in the first case, we had 1 glassful of rice and 2 glassfuls of water. Now that we have 2 glasses of rice, we need 1, 2, 3, and 4 to prepare that rice meal of 2 glasses of rice. Now try this out. Remember our lines? I would like you to get your pen and paper and find out how much water you will need to boil 3 glasses of rice. If you want, you can call them cups of rice. 5 glasses of rice. 10 glasses of rice. Do you remember that 1 glass of rice needed 2 glasses of water? Do you remember that? So now I'm waiting for your answers. Please use the studio line, which is 0702 23 24 25, or WhatsApp, which is 0778 90 7777. I'm waiting for the answers. Look at the screen and try to remember the number of glasses for 1 glass of rice. How many glasses of water? They were 2. So if we have 3 glasses of rice, how many glasses of water do we need? If we have 5 glasses of rice, how many glasses of water do we need? And if we have 10 glasses of rice, how many glasses of water do we need? I'm waiting for your answers. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Who am I talking to?
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you. I can hear you. Who am I talking to?
The answer is
Yes, please.
3 gallons we need 6 glasses of water.
Great. That's the correct answer. Who is it? Who has given that answer?
This is Aisha.
Aisha, thank you very much. Your answer is correct. Great.
Hello?
Your answer is correct. 3 glasses of rice will require 6 glasses of water. Correct.
And 5 glasses we need 10 glasses of water.
That's also correct. Thank you very much, Aisha. That's the correct answer. 5 glasses will need
And
10.
next one we need 10 glasses of water.
Very good, correct answers, Aisha. Thank you so much for your contribution and for being very attentive. All right, let's try out this one. This time, we have been finding the number of glasses of water. But now, we have some WhatsApp message. Hello, 3 glasses, 6, 5 glasses, 10, 10 glasses, 20. That's correct. Thank you. The sender did not send a name. Okay then, let's see a situation where we have the glasses of water and how much rice do we need. So the next step, we are moving to find out the number of glasses of rice that will require the, sorry, we have a caller. Hello. 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 Please feel free to call in. Hello. I can hear you. Who is it? Hello, I can hear you. Please make your contribution. Hello, hello. I can hear you. Stay away from your TV set. I can hear you. Hello.
Hello?
I can hear you very well.
Hello?
Please make your contribution.
Hello?
I can hear you, I said. Just make your contribution, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Make your contribution. Hello? You've lost that one? I can't hear you properly. Can you please?
Hello?
Hello, hello. I beg your pardon. Hello? Hello? Network problem? Okay then, let's look at the next situation. Some WhatsApp messages. 3 glasses of rice will need 6 glasses of water. 5 glasses of rice will need 10 glasses of water. And 10 glasses of rice will need 20 glasses of water. Great! Thank you so much for that WhatsApp message, and it is the correct answer. Let's look at a situation now where we need the rice. How much rice will you need if you have 8 glasses of water or 40 glasses of water. Please, when you call in or send a WhatsApp message, explain how you have got the answer. You know, in mathematics, the process is more important than the answer. So explain how you get the answer. So I repeat the question, how much rice? We've said, can you please explain how you got the amount of water you need if you have 8 glasses of water? If you have 40 glasses of water, how much rice do you need? And explain how the amount of rice is got. And how are the two quantities related? You can just explain briefly how you got the answer. I repeat, the studio line is 07. Sorry? Do you have a caller? Hello? Hello? Hello, caller? Hello? I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello? Sorry? I beg your pardon? Yes, please.
We need 20 glasses of rice.
That's correct. How did you get that?
We need 40 right back.
Okay. Can you please explain why you have used the 2? Why did you use the 2? And not any other figure?
We get the same glasses of rice divided by 2. And we get 20.
Okay. So the 2 has not come out very well, but you remember we said that for every glass of rice, we need 2 glasses of water, which is why we are dividing by 2. But your answer is correct. Thank you for your contribution. You didn't give us your name. Please, when you call, tell us the name and your contribution. I'm waiting for the answers. You can also send them on WhatsApp. The number is 0778 907777. Great. Thanks for the lesson. I'm enjoying it. Oh, I think that is now for English. Okay. My name is Kabasita Helen. 8 glasses of rice will need 4 glasses of water. Oh. 40 glasses of rice will need 20 glasses of water. Thank you for the contribution, but remember the rice has to be less than the water. So if we have 1 glass of rice, then we need 2 glasses of water. So in this case, if you have 8 glasses of rice, you will need 8 times 2, which will be 16 glasses of water. So please take note of that. I'm waiting for your contribution. And explain how you get the amount of rice given the amount of water. All right, we have another contribution here. 8 glasses of water will be equal to 4 glasses of rice, which is okay. 40 glasses of water will need 20 glasses of rice. That's correct. And it continues to say, divided the glasses of water by 2 to get the answer. This is from Niwagaba Amos, from Mpangango Kanungu. Thank you, Niwagaba Amos. We are waiting for your contributions. So, how are the two quantities related? You realize that for 1 glass of rice, you need 2 glasses of water. And for every 2 glasses of water, you will have 1 glass of rice. And that is the relationship. There is somebody from Kirabo, Serena from Chenjojo. What is this? 8 glasses of water will need 4 glasses of rice. That is correct. 40 glasses of water will need 20 glasses of rice. That is also correct, and says when you divide 40 by 2, you get 20. Thank you, Kirabo, Serena from Chenjojo. Thank you for the contribution, and your answer is correct. Please send in more answers and show us how you get the answer. There's somebody who says for 8 glasses of water, we need 4 glasses of water. They are indirectly proportional. Then somebody says for 40 glasses of water, we need 20 glasses of rice. They are indirectly proportional. Laden. Laden, thank you for your contribution. The first answer, I can see water and water. I think you wanted to mean rice. But then there are words you added, indirectly proportional. Don't worry. We are going to look at those words, and in our lesson today, we are dealing with direct proportion, not indirect proportion. Don't worry. We are going to see how those words come in. Okay, then, we have now noted that for 8 glasses of rice, we need 16 glasses of water. And we have seen how this comes about by dividing by 2. And we have seen the reason for dividing by 2. That is, the first example we gave was that 1 glass, you remember that lady in the kitchen? 1 glass of rice required 2 glasses of water. Okay, we have another contribution on WhatsApp. Nunu Acho, I'm in Ruwero. 8 glasses of water will need 4 glasses of rice. 8 divided by 2 gives us 4. Correct. 40 glasses of water will need 20 glasses of rice. Divide 40 by 2 and you get, he said 40, I think there was a correction. 40 divided by 2, you get 20. Thank you very much, Achol from Uwero, for your contribution. Now that's correct. I'm waiting for your answers. Okay, now let's move on. What is direct proportion? Remember, somebody added words indirectly proportional. Now we have noted that as the amount of rice increases, the amount of water needed to boil the rice, also increases. This we have seen. So direct proportion is a relationship between items where an increase in one item leads to an increase in the other. In the same way, we have noted that a decrease in one item also leads to a decrease in another item. And that is what we call direct proportion. So using our example of the rice, the amount of rice is directly proportional to the amount of water needed to boil it. The moment you increase the rice, you have to increase the water in the same proportion. Let's look at another activity to further explain direct proportion. Look at the screen. There is an activity for you. Very, very familiar. We have number of weeks, number of days. So I want you to use the knowledge of direct proportion to complete the table. So we have 1 week, 7 days, 2 weeks, 14 days. How about 3 weeks? How many days? And then we have 4 weeks. How many days? Don't forget to call in using the studio line to give us your answers and how you've gotten those answers. On the screen is the WhatsApp number and the studio line. So if you have 3 weeks, how many days do we have? If we have 4 weeks, how many days do we have? I'm waiting for your answers. Hello? 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 Who am I talking to? Hello? Yes, can you please repeat your answer?
3 weeks is 21 days.
Mm-hmm. Correct. How did you get that?
And the 4 weeks, that's a day.
I beg your pardon?
Like, for 3 weeks,
Yes.
1 day.
Correct.
And Saturdays, 4 weeks is Saturdays.
Oh, thank you for the try. The first answer is correct. May I know how you got the first answer? Hello, caller. You didn't mention your name. What is your name? You've lost that one. Hello? 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 I can hear you. Hello? Hello? I can hear you. Please mention your name and your answer. Hello? 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 Okay, let's have some message from Daniel from Entebbe. 3 weeks we get 7 plus 14, and we get 21 days. So this one has chosen to add Okay, that's a correct answer. We have 3 weeks, so he has chosen to add. Hello, hello, I can hear you. Yes, please. Yes, please, that's correct. Who am I talking to?
And it's 4 weeks equals 10 days.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
3 weeks equals 21 days.
Yes, that's correct.
Whenever I have got it,
Yes.
1 week equals 70 days.
Yes.
What about 3 weeks equals multiply?
Yes.
3 weeks times 7 days equals 21 days.
All right, that's correct.
And the 4 weeks equals 80 days. Is 1 week equals to 70 days.
Yes.
What about you 4 weeks?
Okay.
Equals multiply.
Mm.
4 weeks times 7 days equals 80 days.
Thank you very much for that contribution. That's a correct contribution.
I'm Semanga Ronald.
Thank you very much, Semwanga Ronald, for your contribution. From Ruwero. Thank you so much, Semwanga Ronald, for your contribution and for being attentive. Right. Can we have more callers? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Who am I talking to? Okay, make your contribution.
I'm P.6 from India.
Oh, from Ginger. Thank you. Make your contribution.
3 weeks equals 21 days.
That's correct.
And 4 weeks equals 28 days.
That's also correct. How did you get the answers?
I have multiplied 3 times 7 21 days and 4 times 7 equals 28 days.
That's correct. Thank you so much. That is right. Okay. You notice that the callers have been explaining how they multiply 3 by 7 to get 21, and then 4 by 7 to get 28. Look at this one now. The cost of food items is directly proportional to the mass of the items. For example, if you went to a shop, 1 kilogram of posho costs 2,000 shillings. What will be the cost of 2 kilograms? 2 kilograms will cost 2,000 shillings times 2 to give us 4,000 shillings. We are multiplying by 2 because they are 2 kilograms, and each is 2,000 shillings. So that is another example of direct proportion. Let's now see how to work out questions involving direct proportion. Let's look at some examples. Let's look at example 1. On your screen, a shopkeeper sells a loaf of bread at 4,000 shillings. If he sells 8 similar loaves of bread, how much money does he get altogether? So we are going to use some steps. And step 1 is to get the cost of 1 loaf, which you already have in the question. Step 2 is to calculate the cost of 8 similar loaves. And step 3 is for you to state the final correct answer and clearly. Let us see how to go about this. Remember, you've got to read again the question. A shopkeeper sells a loaf of bread at 4,000 shillings. If he sells 8 similar loaves of bread, how much money does he get altogether? Let's work out together. 1 loaf costs 4,000 shillings. That is what we know. But now we need 8 loaves of bread, which will cost 8 times 4,000. Do you remember we said the knowledge of multiplication is very important in this work? So we've got to multiply accurately. And what is 8 times 4? That is 32. Be careful about the zero issue by using a comma, and that will be 32,000 shillings. So we now conclude our answer in step 3. The shopkeeper gets 32,000 shillings altogether. Example 2. 9 balls cost 18,000 shillings. Find the cost of 2 similar balls. Step 1, we shall find the cost of 1 ball. If 9 balls cost 18,000 shillings, then 1 ball will cost 18,000 shillings divided by 9. Using the knowledge of division, when you divide 18,000 by 9, you get 2,000 shillings. But the question says, find the cost of 2 similar balls. So you find the cost by multiplying the cost of 1 ball by 2, which is 2,000 shillings times 2, to get 4,000 shillings. And the last step will be our conclusion. Therefore, 2 similar balls will cost 4,000 shillings. Now try this one. Get your pen and book. Juma bought 3 face masks for 4,500 shillings. How much money would he pay for 4 similar face masks? Read this again. Juma bought 3 face masks for 4,500 shillings. How much money would he pay for 4 similar masks? Let's work together, don't worry. Step 1, you need to indicate what you know, that 3 face masks cost 4,500 shillings. Now step 2, you need to get the cost of 1 face mask. And how do we do that? We divide 4,500 shillings by 3, and we shall get 1,500 shillings, that is 1 mask. Go back to the question and find what is it, what does it require you to do? It requires you to find the cost of 4 similar face masks. So in step 3, we are going to multiply the cost of one similar mask, 1,500 shillings, by 4, and we shall get 6,000 shillings. Don't forget, we need to conclude. Juma would pay 6,000 shillings for 4 similar masks. Let's try this one together. This time, it's a little different. Let's read it together. 2/3 of John's money is 40,000 shillings. How much money does John have all together? Now this time it is a fraction. You remember in our review you dealt with fractions. So we've got 2/3 of John's money. So we are going to use a piece of paper. I want you to get a piece of paper and fold it into 3 equal parts, because they have said 2/3, which means all the parts in total are 3. Have you done that? 3 equal parts. And each of them will be 1 out of 3. But the question says that the 2 parts, 2 out of 3, is equal to 40,000 shillings, which means that if each of these is equal, then we have got to shade these parts. So now you have got 3 parts, but each of them is equal to the other. So according to John's money, he has 2 parts, which equal to 40,000 shillings. So when we divide the 40,000 shillings by 2, we shall get 20,000 shillings. So each part is 20,000 shillings. So this is the 40,000 John is talking about. Each part is 20,000 shillings. But remember, in total, John has 3 parts. So this means that even the other part is 20,000 shillings. So in total, John has 3 parts, but each part is 20,000 shillings. And what does that mean? It means that John's money now is 20,000 plus 20,000 plus 20,000, which is 60,000 shillings. Let us see how we can write this demonstration that I've made. So it is 2 parts, which is equal to 40,000 shillings, as we have seen. How about 1 part? 1 part is equal to 40,000 shillings divided by 2, which is 20,000 shillings. Then step 3 is to get the total of the 3 parts. So 3 parts will equal to 20,000 shillings times 3 to finally give us 60,000 shillings. So we conclude and say, therefore John has a total of 60,000 shillings. You will notice that the idea of fractions is a lot related to direct proportion. If you can relate our review to what we have just done. So let's look at the next question. We are now going to try out this one. I want you to use your piece of paper. This time we have 5 parts. Divide the paper into 5 parts. And let's read the question now. The question says 2/5 of the mangoes in the basket is equivalent to 8 mangoes. How many mangoes are in the basket altogether? We can use a fraction. I would like you to use your paper. Divide the paper into 5 parts. Divide the paper into 5 parts. This time not 3, but we are dividing it into 5 equal parts. 5 equal parts. We are dividing it into 5 equal parts. So we have 5 equal parts. This I hope you are dividing the paper into 5 equal parts. Okay. So we are now making we are assuming that the 5 equal parts are going to represent our mangoes. So let's get back to the question. What does the question say? The question says 2/5. That's why we have made 5 parts. 2/5 of the mangoes in the basket is equivalent to 8 mangoes. So it means that the 2 parts of the 5, 2 parts of the 5 2 So dear viewers, we have got now 5 parts, but 2 parts are equal to 8 mangoes. What does that mean? It means that we are going to divide the 8 mangoes by 2, and we shall get 4. Each part is equal to 4. Each part is equal to 4. So what does that mean? It means that every part of the 5 parts is equal to 4. So each part is equal to 4. And how many parts in total do we have? We have 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts, and 5 parts. And mind you, each part is equal to 4. So what are we going to do? We are going to multiply 4 by 5 to get the total number of mangoes in the basket. Let's now go back to the question. So let's look at the steps that we shall carry out. Step 1, we shall indicate that the 2 parts give 8 mangoes. Then step 2, 1 part will give you 8 mangoes divided by 2, like we have done on our sheet of paper. And we shall get 4 mangoes for every part. And step 3, we are going to multiply 5 parts by 4. Why? Because we have got 5 parts in total. The 2/5 indicates that we have 2 parts, but out of 5 in total, which is why we are multiplying by 5. So 4 times 5 gives us 20 mangoes. Then we conclude and say, therefore, there are 20 mangoes altogether. Okay. I like that. There is already a WhatsApp. 2 parts gives us 8. 1 part gives us 4. 5 parts gives us 4 times 5. The sender did not give us the name. That is 4 times 5 to give us 20 mangoes. Thank you very much. That's a correct answer. Let's now move on to the next step in our lesson. Now, in conclusion, according to what we have discussed in this lesson, you have identified examples of direct proportion in everyday life. You remember, we started with preparing a rice meal in the kitchen. We moved to number of days of the week. And then we have talked of mangoes. All those are examples of direct proportion in everyday life. You have learned how to work out questions involving direct proportion. We have seen the examples without fractions and then the examples with fractions. And we have also learned that when 2 quantities are directly proportional, my friend, you remember the one who sent a WhatsApp message, you said indirectly proportional. No. Today we have been dealing with direct proportion. An increase in one quantity leads to an increase in the other. And a decrease in one quantity leads to a decrease in the other. So, dear viewers and listeners, when you have finished your housework, you are going to do this exercise. The exercise comprises 4 questions. Number 1, a taxi carries 9 passengers. How many passengers will 2 such taxis carry? That's number 1. Number 2, the cost of 4 pence is 2,000 shillings. Find the cost of 3 similar pens. Number 3, a bricklayer can make 150 bricks a day. How many bricks does the bricklayer make in a week? And number 4, 2 out of 3 of the pupils in a class are girls. If there are 60 girls, how many pupils are there altogether? Thank you so much for being attentive and for participating in our lesson. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. We meet next time in the next lesson. Bye-bye.
To all learners of Primary 6 and Senior 2, here is the good news. The National Curriculum Development Center, NCDC, an agency of the Ministry of Education and Sports with support from UNESCO, is pleased to announce interactive lessons in mathematics and English for Primary 6 and Senior 2. The lessons will be conducted by teachers with support from the National Curriculum Development Center, NCDC. These interactive lessons for all